Let's look at the first thing, which is going to be the credits, the deposits, 186K. Pretty decent. We don't know if it's true revenue yet, but right out of the gate, that's pretty good. Minimum balance is 4,000. That tells me there's no negative days for this month. Solid. And the average balance, 22K. That's a really good sign. That means that, you know, the merchant is keeping money in the accounts. It's not just going right back out. And the ending balance is almost 15,000. We have merchant services. So this is credit card processing. So this is going to be your Stripe, this is going to be Maverick, this is going to be authorized.net, whatever they're using for the credit card processing, that's what this is going to be. That's great for collectability. That means that we're going to be able to collect those if there's an issue like a default, or you know, they're not paying as agreed. So let's move on. So now the credits. So what do we have? We have an online banking transfer. It's $200. I'm not worried about it. Usually there's a lot of online transfers and you have to find out if that's actually revenue. In this case, we don't have to worry about it. We see a small Zelle, 1363. Again, I'm not worried about it. Another one for $100. Not worried. It's not really a huge part of the revenue. Let's move on. So here's where we're really going to find out the kind of meat and the potatoes of this. So right out of the gate, I'm looking at the debits, and I'm seeing right here. So I'm seeing Samson. I'm seeing On Deck. I'm seeing Forward, and another Samson. Now let's look at both of those Samsons. These are all funding companies. So Samson is pulling 2464, and they're also pulling 3593. So what that tells me is they have two positions from Samson. This could have been an add-on where the funder gave them another position after because they had good pay history. They could have been approved for an amount and then didn't take it all. So then they came back and they wanted it, and the funder gave it to them. They also have a Forward here, I believe, right, for 3, and then On Deck for 6K. Okay, so here what we have is a very over-leveraged merchant. The holdback is very high on this merchant. He's paying $15,000 per week, which is like $60,000 per month. Now, based on revenue of like 180K, that's a pretty high holdback. That means that a large percentage of this business owner's revenue is being held back to pay for other fundings already. So now we're kind of going into high-risk territory where we have 4 positions. The next one's going to be a 5th, and they're pretty stacked out. So let's continue. Let's move on. Daily balances look really solid here. And this is where, you know, experience comes in. If you don't know what you're looking at, this file looks like a heavy hitter. This looks like a gigantic monster whale. You know, look at these daily balances. 30K all day, 44K, 38, 43K. You know, it's solid daily balances, but unfortunately, based off of the statements, it can't sustain more unless you're going to go into high risk. So what that means is he's already paying $60,000 out of his revenue of $180 per month towards other fundings. So whoever's going to come in this, it's either going to be a reverse consolidation, it could be a buyout, it could be, we could look at, you know, more traditional terms. We could start looking at his credit score and qualifying him based off his taxes for something like more conventional, like an SBA or, you know, term loan. But based off an MCA, unless it's a reverse consolidation or something, he's going to get a 5th position. And I mean, unless it really helps him, he's most likely, unless he's really, you know, hard up for the cash, it's really not going to help him. You're talking about maybe a 10, 20, maybe a 30K if the funder really wants to put money on the street. That's what this guy's going to get. So I'm going to give this file a C-. Right out of the gate, when you look at it, it could be like an A- or an A+ because the revenue looks great, daily balances look great, but you're missing the whole kind of, you know, meat and potatoes of what's happening here, which is he is absolutely getting smoked every single week, 15K per week. You know, that's a lot of money going out the door for other funding. So one other thing is that we don't know the actual balances. He could be, you know, Samson could be almost paid off, On Deck could be almost paid off, etc. So this is where your rapport and your experience is going to help. You're going to go and you're going to speak to me. You're going to say, hey, what are your balances? You know, is On Deck almost paid off? Are the other ones paid off? Yes, no. And then you're going to use that. Then you're going to send that in the message to the funder that, look, On Deck has got a balance of $1,000. So now the holdback is lower. So he should be able to have some more room for other fundings. I hope this helps.